Right, we're just starting the second week of February. I'm in my potting shed, and something I do this time of year is that I start off my broad beans. Now, my broad beans, I start them in plugs, and I grow them in a cool greenhouse for a couple of weeks to get them started, get some roots and down and the tops up, and then I then plant them in the ground about the end of March once the weather start to improve somewhat. So I tend to do that to give them an early start, and they'll then, once they're in the ground, they'll grow on and I'll be harvesting them end of June, early July. So I'll get on and do them now. Right, with these, I'm going to use this sort of size because they will grow quite a sturdy amount of root, and so you want, these are probably equivalent to about 2 to 3 inch pots. So I'm going to plant them in this, and I'm not going to sieve compost or anything. I'm just going to use normal compost, just take any lumps out, because these are pretty good, these seeds. They're quite robust and hard. The variety I'm doing is Scorpio, and I'm also got some from last year which are Sutton. So I'm going to plant a load of those. And normal thing, just fill the normal compost. You can plant these straight into the ground, but since my ground isn't ready yet, because I haven't had the chance to turn it over and feed the ground, this is a way of getting them started now, and then by March I'd have rotivated, put some pelleted manure or whatever on the beds before I cover them over, and then they'll be ready. So, but by that time these will have got a good root system and would have had a nice start. So that's why I do it. So there we go, nice thing of compost. What's it say on here? 2 inches deep, and seeds appear 10 to 18 days. Well water, benefit from a cloche if it's cool, where I use normally if it's going to have a frost. They're okay normally, but if there's a hard frost, I tend to put a piece of my fleecy stuff over them if that's the case. So these are the seeds, nice and straightforward, and basically just pop them in about that deep, one per thing. What you can do, if you find, say, in a three weeks time or so, some haven't germinated, then what you can do is just put some fresh compost in, pop another seed in, and then you can catch it up. So that's the other advantage of doing them in this. You know before you're planting out what you've got germinated or not. So a little bit of soil over the top. Here we go, let's just brush that to make it look a bit neater. And we need to pop a label, so let's get a label out. That'll go out for watering, so I'll crack on and do all the others and water them all together. So there we have it. This is my cool greenhouse, and there is 90 broad beans. For the space I've got because these will be planted under the membrane, I've got 72, so I've added a few extras in case they don't come. And as I said before, after a couple of weeks, if you see some not coming out, you can always empty it out and put another bit of compost and seed in to catch up. These will stay in here for a few weeks now. Near the end of March, when I've got the bed ready, I will what's called harden off. So what it is that I'll leave them out in the day, bring them in the evening, so they get used to a slightly cooler temperature before I plant them out. But that will be when I do that in mid to end of March. Nico, do you want to go out? You sit and have a look.